Eat yourself, Raz. Why would you do that? You know, I probably should have healed. Yeah, I'm gonna heal. Or I'm dead. Well, there you go. Don't pay attention, and boom, just like that. Wow, we're off to a rousing start, aren't we? It's a good thing I saved. So let's not forget that. Alright, let's try this again. Without dying. Ah, the joys of a live stream. Oh, look at that. I finally get the... well, maybe not. So loud for me. There we go. Why would I eat myself? Because there's no adventure of eat. It doesn't have to be an adventure of eat, but it can be the adventure of Ted. I mean, Ted's almost like eat. Just letters rearranged and it's a D instead of an A. I don't know where I'm going with this, but... oh, come on. There we go. This was also a fun little mechanic that they introduced in this game that I don't think they had in any RPGs yet. The idea of area attacks as opposed to attacks attack a single target or attacks all enemies, as opposed to an attack that attacks a single group of guys within a certain area. I always thought that was pretty cool. Great strategy-wise, and considering enemies are dancing around all over the screen, it kind of convinces you to be a little patient and wait for the right moment for them to get into the perfect position. Aha, our first power tab. Bill and Ted already had an excellent adventure. Yeah, but they can have an even more excellent adventure as Chrono and some other guy, who we'll get to soon enough. Uh-oh. Mismanagement. That's not good. Hopefully these guys will drop. Yep, single hit. Yeah, from what I can tell, as Raz points out, this game was pretty revolutionary in a lot of respects. That it was doing things that very few games have ever done. That coupled with an amazing soundtrack, other gameplay that's very fun, a great cast of characters, the tech system. Oh, apologies. Just knocking over my keyboard here. A pretty epic storyline overall. Well, maybe it gets a little convoluted in some areas. It's still pretty excellent. Time travel is, I think, always a pretty epic storyline to tackle. But it's got to be done right. There's very few anything in media in general that's tackled time travel and has really been able to do it, well, with any sort of believability. Of course, there's tons of theories regarding time travel as to whether or not time runs on a there are theories that are probably solid and absolute. Like, I think the idea that time just runs straight, never circles around. And the idea of altering time just creates tangents, different realities and such. Which this game does kind of touch on a bit. Oh yeah, I always forget the artist's name. The man behind the Dragon Ball series. But I thought that was a kind of a cool thing about this game to have his art style in it. Very similar to how I forget the artist who normally does the Final Fantasy art style, but usually having him do Final Fantasy games. I think having the guy who did Dragon Ball doing a number of games by Square, I think including the Dragon Quest series, if I'm not mistaken. Which is also an excellent RPG series from what I understand. I have yet to play any games from that series though. Sorry, I skipped a bit of the text. Hardly. This kid never would have made the cut. Show us your stamp collection, son. Ha ha ha, now beat a shrimp. Stop that at once. Queen Lean! That's a little too convenient. Her name rhymes. Show your manners. This is a friend of mine. But there's something odd about him. Is she winking? She's got this weird thing with her eye. You refuse to obey my orders? Forgive me, my lady. Please enter, sir. And here we are, one of my favorite tracks in the game. Actually, I love the Guardia theme. Nothing. Sir, I understand that you were the one who saved my dear wife, the Queen. But can you tell me what happened? The Queen's acting rather odd lately. And she seems to have lost her coral pin, which is something she guarded with her life. Forgive me, you must be tired. We can talk about this later. Please rest in the knight's quarters downstairs to the left. Why, thank you, sir. I believe I will. Let's get a bit of rest for Chrono here. He's had a really weird day so far. Take a snooze? Why, most definitely. Not much privacy in here, though. That's a Spartan way of life. I always like the design of this castle, too. The architecture, the ambiance. The Queen awaits. What, in a room? I'm not sure I'm ready for this. I'm just a teenager. Ah, there you are. Please leave us. I need to talk to this individual. Certainly, Your Highness. Come nearer, sir. Giggle. Hee 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 hee. Fooled you, didn't I, Ted? It's me, but everyone calls me Lean. I don't know why. I'm so relieved you're here. We barely know each other, but somehow I knew you'd come for me. Ugh. Didn't know she was that kind of girl. Thank you, Ted. Something's wrong. Yeah, you're a little lovesick for me. What's happening? It feels like I'm being torn apart. Help me, Ted. I'm scared. Please, Ted, help me. Whoa. Bummer. I'm gonna get going here. Nobody saw anything? Okay, good. I'm just gonna mosey on out. Pretty crazy. Ted! You're okay! Did you find the girl? Gone? What do you mean she's gone? Just like evaporated. She's like gone in the light. It's just as I thought. I knew I recognized her. And this looks identical to the castle in our time. Time? What are you talking about, time? I'll bet they mistook that girl for her ancestor. You see, she's a member of the royal family in our time. What's this our time stuff? She's Princess Nadia. I have no idea who that is. I don't pay attention to the royal family stuff. Jessie, that is, Princess Nadia is the descendant of Queen Leene. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is how babies are born. Women get gas, and then you're born. Simple. Queen Leene has been kidnapped. As I recall, someone was supposed to have saved her, but history has been changed. Yeah, some freaky little blue dude dragged her off. Jessie looks so much like Leene, and they probably called off their search when she reappeared. But if the real queen is killed, yeah, kicked to death. Now that's how you off somebody. Jessie will simply disappear. There might still be time. If we can save Leene, history as we know it should remain unchanged. You say that, but something must have happened to the Queen in this era. As a result, Princess Nadia ceases to exist. Hurry, we have to find the real Queen. Oh, alright, dude. I still don't get why you're saying time. I mean, it kind of looks like our place, right? Alright. Rotate saves. There we go. And everything looks good. I'm gonna get into a few fights here to let our friend Tasha here level up. Let's get Cyclone. Because right now she doesn't have any techs, and it's gonna be real important for her to get her first tech Flame Toss going. This next part of the game is gonna be a little difficult with just swords and pellet guns. Yeah, I can agree with that. Chrono does resemble Trunks a bit. I think maybe like a mix of Trunks and Goku. Cyclone. I always thought that was a cool move. It's so silly, but I don't know. Like, realistically, spinning around in place with holding your sword out just doesn't seem right. Unless your legs can generate enough centripetal force for you to basically turn into a whirling dervish of pain. Of endings. There you go, Flame Toss and Fire Whirl. Alright, we are set. Dasha learned her tech, and we're getting into another fight anyway. These guys are persistent. Yeah, I like the idea of a lot of decisions you make affect the ending you're going to get. Although it's more like certain quests that you encounter. Like, if you do basically everything in this game, you're going to get a specific ending. I'm not sure if it's open-ended in that regard. It's just you can get different results based on the things that you do. But yeah, I like that feature about this game. Like, first time I played it, I didn't know that there were different endings that you get. Like, I got the ending that basically has Chrono and Marl floating up into space on the balloons. Which, that makes absolutely perfect sense when you think about it. Let's see here. I wanted to buy, yeah, I want to get this for her, because she's not going to have anything better coming up for a while. Not that I remember, anyway. Yeah, she's covered in that regard. Except... Ponzo. Nope, can't afford it. We sell the air gun. Yep. Maybe we'll get her brought some. I find it interesting you get Marl right away, but you get her for such a brief period she never actually factors into you needing to really buy anything for her. Not for a while, anyway. Alright, we got our gear. We're ready to rock. This correct? Yes. And another of my absolute favorite songs in this game. We want nothing but world peace. Or a piece of the world. Tee-hee! You might like to stick around for the organ recital. It's a real killer. Ah, that's terrible. Wait, I don't get it. She's weird. People wouldn't know what to do with themselves in a truly peaceful world. My, what delicious, delightfully looking humans. Yeah, she seems on the up and up. Nothing really wrong with this place, it would seem. What did you find? A hairpin. That's Guardia's royal crest. I'm starting to think these nuns are not on the up and up. Alright, time to see the devastation. Oh, what? They're not even close enough? That's bogus. Okay, now... That's kind of strange. Fireworld! Ha 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 ha. I'll get it. Slow spell. Oh, that's lame. Where do you think you're going? You're getting back next to your buddy there. You gotta get Fireworld. Feel the fire! That was easy enough. Whew, that was close. Behind you! Oh, too late. Ack! Hoya! Lower thine guard, and thou art allowing the enemy in. Thou art here to save the queen? Lairs deep within, will thee accompany me? A frog? Ted, it's a talking frog! I hate frogs! My guise doth not incur thy trust? Very well, do as thee please, but I shall save the queen. Tally-ho! Wait. You don't seem like a bad person frog thing. I mean, Ted, what should we do? I don't know, this frog guy seems a little suspicious, but I trust him anyway. I'll just have to handle it. I mean, deal with him. Sorry, dude. What's your name? I love that look on Frog's face. It's just so... It has this trollish nature about it. Alright. And possibly the final name on this session. It looks like we're going to complete the duo. We've got Ted, and we need Bill in order to have an excellent time-traveling adventure. So we got him. Bill will do, dude. Righteous, man. Alright, nice to meet you, Bill. Mayhap a hidden door lurks nigh. Let us search the environs. The environs? Okay, I wonder if they meant to say environment, but that just could be fancy talk. All this game is a good example of great female protagonist support characters. Yeah. I don't know, that's not quite an issue these days. There's plenty of strong women in games these days, but early on, yeah, I mean, that was kind of rare to find in video games in this time. Why don't we just take a moment and just kind of observe this? Look at this. Is this a dance? Is this a kata? What is up with these guys here? Sorry to break up the fun, but you guys are just so goofy. We gotta put a stop to this. Wow, they're breaking out Street Fighter moves here. Diablos. That sounds like a good wrestling name. Diablos. Luchador extraordinaire. Tasha breaking out the hammer. Bring the hammer down. Maybe we should have called her Thor. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. Yeehaw. Not much going on over here. So we walk on in. And we have more of these guys. Let's go in here first. Ooh, treasure chest. Don't mind if I do. Got some good stuff. Ooh, a maiden suit. That sounds like it's a girl suit. Yep. Boost up that defense. Oh, and something I want to do. As nice as it is to know the sight scope, what it does is let you see the enemy's hit points. It's not normally necessary. And plus, as far as I know, it doesn't work on bosses. But Tasha is a little low on her speed, so it's a good idea to boost her up in that regard. Oh, well, pardon me, while I'm at it, I think Tasha needs... not Tasha, Ted needs a power tab. I kind of subscribe to the Pat way of thinking when it comes to this game, that just giving Chrono pretty much all of the tabs is a good idea. Found the secret Naga et bromide. Hey everyone, humans! They're after the bromide! Get 'em! Although this cliche never goes away. Oh, I thought that I got him. Never mind. Ooh. Tough bastards. There we go. Yeah, Tasha is very valuable in this portion of the game with her ability to throw fire toss. Because right away you get enemies who are resistant to physical attacks, but vulnerable to magic attacks, or magic-based attacks. It's good to have Bill in our party here as our first real healer. Technically, that honor belonged to Marl, or Jessie in this case, but we never really got an opportunity to get her to learn her healing ability. There's Phil here. Knows it right away. Steel Saber. That sounds like a Ted weapon. Whoa, righteous. Now we can go 47 Ronin on everybody. You're humans! They're hiding the queen in the back! Please rescue her! Inside this building, there's a room dedicated to Magus. Heard something about a treasure there. Magus? He sounds like a pretty righteous dude. Let's go check it out. Another power tab. I always like these kind of mechanics in games where you basically get an immediate boost to a character's statistics. It's pretty ingenious. No RPG should be without it. At this point, this isn't really much of a speed run, so I'm just going to be getting into just about every fight I can unless I'm revisiting areas. If I really need to boost up a character, you know, have him gain a few levels or give him some tech points. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, I might avoid some fights if it seems like it's getting tedious or unnecessary. But for the most part, pretty much every enemy we run into, we're gonna fight them, because that's the funnest part of the game. Yeah. No, not yet. I wonder how close Frog is to getting that. Or Bill in this case. I gotta get used to the names. 5 more points to get Slurp Cut. Then we get one of the coolest double techs in the game. Another awesome mechanic this game introduced. The concept of having characters team up to do a single attack that's stronger than a normal attack. Where do they come up with this stuff? It's almost my shift. I hate pretending to be human. It's so repulsive. I don't like you much either, buddy. Brr. The ones we ate recently weren't so bad. And those 2 soldiers we caught look rather plump and juicy. Yummy, yum, yum. Yak was so smart. His plan to capture the Chancellor and take this place worked perfectly. Now the Queen's captive and the castle's in an uproar. This is rich. I'll look at on Magus' statue before my shift. I apologize ahead of time. I'm not meaning to have my character sound southern. It might just come out that way sometimes. Are you here to save the Queen? What a relief! I tried attempting and I'm so feeble. Don't be in such a hurry, enjoy yourself first. Hee hee hee. Now that was not my intention. That kind of killed the mood here. You're supposed to talk to the king and talk to the queen, make seems like everything's okay. You know, you're taken captive, but, you know, we're all okay. But no, it's just a ruse. It's a trap! Wow, really? These are some tough bastards. I figured that would have dropped them. There we go. Frog is so awesome. One of the cooler RPG characters ever. And that's no joke. I really mean that. Frog is awesome. Get an ether? Now I never knew about that. I kind of had to discover it in a strategy guide for myself. But that's a secret entrance that leads to this area. Oh, dearest Magus, your flashing eyes like stars, and flowing hair like waves atop the sea. Now sad sunny day, nor any frightful bright place to get us down. As long as you're near, there's nothing to fear. Magus, oh Magus, our hero Magus. Wow. Metal. That's one cool guy. I want to be like Magus. And speed belt. Immediately give it to Tasha. Boost that speed up. This music doesn't sound right though for this. It seems like it's supposed to be more sinister and foreboding, yet it sounds kind of sad. Come join us in singing our funeral dirge. Yeah, your funeral, that is. Oh wow, they're right up on us. I keep forgetting. Chrono, he's out of magic. He's out of deck. I need to slurp. And we'll go there. Spread the love. flame toss. Very cool. There it is. X-Strike! Awesome. That's like one of those things when you're... When you played this game when you were a teenager or a kid and you saw X-Strike, it just blows your mind. You think it's the coolest thing ever. Nowadays, I mean, still kind of cool, but it's just not as mind-blowing, I think. Oop. Doing it again. Gotta watch my hands. Maybe you could just push that out of the way, not bump it all the time. That would be smart. We can avoid those guys. We fought them already. Intruders! Ow! Douche. Okay, you guys are gonna be a problem. There we go. Thank you. Very nice. Tasha, you're so useful. So how's everybody doing tonight? Enjoying yourselves? Since we got more people in the chat, why don't we bring up making sure that the stream is good, the sound, the video. Isn't any lag that might potentially be on my end. I sincerely hope that's not the case. 'Cause that would really suck. Yeah! Righteous, dude. I gotta start coming up with better words. I'm gonna use righteous to death. Never get sick of this battle theme. It's just got such a cool sound to it. Good head bopper. Alright, finally a save point. Alright, this is about where I left off on my test run. So from here on, it's completely new territory. Now for a casual playthrough, I played on a different emulator than this. Didn't really have much by way of difficulty. But there was an issue with the video, or at least in terms of the emulator. Hey, what's up, dude? Oh, stop it. I said that you can't. I'll say this. You know what you're doing. What? That made no sense. Better than the rock I've been under, probably my connection messing it up. Aw. I hope your connection gets better. Peace to you too, Darth Shatter. And yeah, so on the other emulator I was playing this on, there was an issue with visual. You see that bar coming up right on the bottom of the screen that said Mad Bat? Whenever that would pop up, the screen would blink. Everything, like the whole thing. And that became a serious problem, particularly at the end of fights, when you get this bit. You got 12 experience points, tech points, money, you know, experience. The screen would keep flashing, 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 and that got really obnoxious. Oh wow, they respawned. There you go. These guys aren't too tough. Normally they're hard to hit. They have a high evade, I believe, but we're just too awesome. There was also an issue with the sound in that it did weird things with certain sound effects and the music and such, that at some point it just got... I realized that it just wasn't going to be very fun using that emulator for this stream. Although I will say, there were a few funny sounds that came out of it. And I'd like to try and go back and maybe record a couple instances where the sound is just too weird not to show off. Probably the number one thing is seeing a big-ass Tyrannosaurus Rex making the sound of a cat meowing. Like that little sound right there you heard those guys do. Sorry, I was talking over it. And you know, while we're here, let's have some fun. X-Strike! So cool. Yep, see, there it is. Missed. Oh, wow, nice. Actually knocked me out of position. But that kind of sound that they made, that's essentially a similar sound that a big-ass Tyrannosaurus Rex makes on that particular emulator, and it just sounds so hilarious to see this giant thing that's supposed to be so intimidating making the cutest little sound in the world. It's like, "Aw, come here, little T-Rex. Let me pet you." Ah! Don't bite my arm! Give me back my arm, damn it! Okay. I'm gonna try and settle down now. A little hyped up on caffeine. Working on 4 hours of sleep. A couple of large sodas and a blue energy drink. What the f... Oh, okay. Ted... I didn't recognize it at first, but it's Ted Learn Slash. Another one of my favorite attacks in this game. That seemed unnecessary. Like, why don't you just slide down the banister like that? And here we go. Slash! Fire! I'm so cool, I swing my sword on the ground and throw this little beam at you. That is the power of Ted. And we opened up this room. Nice. They were just waiting for us. That's okay. We figured there'd be some trouble, and we're ready for you. No, that's not who we want. Come on. Best I can get us to. That's fine. Hiya. Ow! What a jerk. No, I don't want you. But I got you anyway. What a waste. Guess Tasha does that and he dies instantly. Yeah. The critical hits look so amazing in this game. Hypno Wave. Not that I ever remember using that attack. Ooh, Iron Sword. I wonder who that goes to. Yep. I think everyone's pretty decently outfitted here. Yeah, I'm gonna be a jerk. I mean, why not? Gotta outfit the best guy with the best gear, right? I wonder if this does anything. Actually, I think it does. Opens up the way forward. Whee! Oh, I screwed up. I think I wanted to save before I did that. Sorry, we're gonna take a brief little detour here. Yeah, I'm a jerk. I know it. I took Frog's armor and I gave it to myself. I know. But I'm a hero, damn it. I deserve the best stuff. Alright. Rotating our saves, and we're ready to rock. Super fun happy slide. When am I going to be here again? Whee! Too fun. There's little details like that. That's what makes this game so charming. Try hard enough and you will find a way in. Aw, you hating on Frog? I don't hate Frog, I'm just taking his gear. I got nothing against the guy. Oh, of course there's a save point right here. Go figure. That's okay. Man, so much hate coming out of this room. Where's the love? We don't have Fire Whirl yet. Come on. There we go. You guys need it more. Boom. Boom. Ah, these guys just keep pushing us around. What a bunch of bullies. Yeah. Actually, that reminds me, I had a thought about critical hits. Most of the time in games you just get this little flash and you see a lot of damage going on. Maybe a little more emphasis on the attack that's being done, but you don't see these just like extra moves going on, like Chrono jumping in super fast, coming in with dual slashes, or Frog the way he does that, or another character we're going to see in the game when he uses his fist just like drives the fist right into the ground to knock his enemy down in there. So much authority. I mean, there's this idea of when you do an attack, it just feels so good. You like doing it. You get a lot of fun and excitement out of it, and this is one of those games that does that with a lot of attacks and techs. So cool. Uh-oh, music's picked up. Prepare yourself, Queen Lane. No, never! You! How did you get in here? Inconceivable! Bill! Majesty, stand back and allow us the honor. I'm gonna so tear his hide off. Be careful. Yeah, I've decided what this guy's voice is gonna be. Yeah, it's useless to fight. No one will leave here alive, for I am too smart for that. Stupid Frog, it's time you jumped off this mortal coil. True form, change. Wow, usually we get into a fight with the guy before he shows us his true form. This guy's just cutting out the middleman. I like his style. Reverts to Yakra. Yakra? Another epic tune for this game with an X-Strike. If I'm not mistaken, he does it every time we do something like that. So, no, wrong one! Oh well, that's worth trying just in case it does something. That's the wrong attack. Let's try this again. There we go. Oh, maybe when his back is bulging, that's something. I never really figured out exactly what this guy's deal was, why he did the attacks he did when he did them. But you know what, I think it might be just simply a war of attrition here. A DPS race, as it were. Yo! So good! Oh crap, nah, this is bad. She's gonna need a heal. Get on top of it. Oh crap. I don't remember that doing... Okay, that wasn't that much. But... we need her. Don't you dare! Damn it. Somehow I knew it. Heal her up, man. There we go, back in the fight. Yeah, somehow I knew I would need that revive, and sure enough. You know what? Let's go with this instead. Slash your ass. He's gonna need to heal himself. Get on that. Lick yourself, Froggy. Let's wait. Boom. Oh, to have a triple tech right now. Only one more slurp on her. Too close. Can't counterattack. Huh. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, too close. Interesting. Oh, wrong character. Crap. But hey, doesn't matter. Down goes Yakro. We get the XP, we get the money, and we get a level up. All is good. More epic music. You came to rescue me. Thank you, Bill. Like, totally. The king awaits. Let us return to the castle. I thank thee, Ted and Tasha. Wild stallions rule! Yes, thank you so much. Please join us. Yeah, in due time. We got some stuff to get. Oh, hello. Real Chancellor? Whew, thank you. That monster stuffed me in there. Oh, Your Highness, as you can see, I am undamaged. Wait, where are you going? Hey, MegaDriver. Very nice. Let's return to the castle. Yes, indeed let's. Fade away to the castle. You had me worried, Lean. That no-good Yakra impersonating me and kidnapping the Queen, it's inconceivable. We must create a criminal justice system in the kingdom to do away with such fiends. I love the little ribbit effect with him every time he talks. I failed to protect the Queen. I have disgraced thee. Bogus. Bill! Take my leave, babe. I'm all over the place on this. I can't nail down the voice just right. I'm gonna get it. By the end of this LP, I'm gonna get it. 'Twas a fault of mine, which endangered the Queen, dude. I shall depart for good. Ted, you have potential to be a good swordsman. Catch you later, Ted. Catch you later, Bill. Froggy, you weren't such a bad guy either.